Is a surge finally going to be happening for Onyx Coin sometime soon? I'm going to be giving you guys what I'm seeing as the latest insights for XCN and see what it could potentially be doing in the short term and on a more zoomed out level for the longer term. Now, of course, a lot of this is going to depend on what happens with Bitcoin, as you guys have seen over the past couple of days when Bitcoin has been dropping. You guys have seen your altcoins, especially with XCN as well, that has also been pulling back. Now, we have seen Onyx Coin basically pull back from about 2 cents, 2 cents, all the way back down to recently at about 1.4 cents there almost, right? So it has been a pretty steep drop for Onyx Coin because it is a bigger altcoin, so it doesn't, it's not as volatile as some of these smaller altcoins where I've seen drop from 30 to 50% very quickly. But Onyx Coin is still a bigger altcoin by market cap. Now, I talked about Onyx Coin here just a couple of days ago, where I mentioned that it must break that upward trend line, where this upward trend line is still, it's still pretty much like the upward trend line I talked about, but probably has been adjusted a little bit. But I talked about if it didn't break that upward trend line, that it could form a falling wedge pattern. From a breakdown, and it did, right? And what we're seeing here is a formed falling wedge pattern from that breakdown there, right? From about 1.7 cents there, all the way up back down to here. Now, this actually looks like it's trying to break out of this pattern, right? With a price target of back up to about 2 cents, okay? If this breakout is successful. I mean, this it's already been broken out, but if it successfully meets its price target, because price targets are estimates only, there could be more or less. Very much depends on what's going on with the markets, bigger markets, which is basically Bitcoin, right? I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here, so I am still bullish on the crypto markets as a whole, and I'll tell you guys when I change my opinion. But if Bitcoin actually has a rebound, a real rebound from here, that's gonna be very good for the altcoins. However, if it dumps back below 110K, that tells me that this bull cycle could have been a fake out. I'm not ruling that out, but I'm just saying it's more likely that this bull cycle is still on, right? Then that's gonna be very good for the altcoins here. So keep an eye out for Bitcoin. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of what Bitcoin is doing. So this is basically it for the shorter term for Onyx Coin. Let's actually zoom out a little bit and see what we could be dealing with. Now, I pointed out this weekly time frame here, this bigger falling wedge pattern, which Onyx Coin has broken out of about a couple of weeks ago, and price target would be about 2.5 cents, right above 2.5 cents there, price target. Still very much valid breakout. That price target is still valid, okay? If it meets that price target and if it consolidates at that price range, I would chart the consolidation pattern and see if we can get any more clarity on if it would be going up from there or pulling back from there in terms of if its probability. Now, if it actually does come all the way back up here to about that 4.9 cents that price level here, as you guys can see, we had a huge wick back up here from back in January 2020, just this year. If it comes back to retest this level, it could potentially form a cup and handle pattern. That's a hypothetical scenario, which is still a bullish pattern, and see where Onyx Coin goes from there. So this basically wraps it up for my latest update on Onyx Coin XCN. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing more of Onyx Coin by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. I'll bring you guys an update if enough of you guys want to see it. Or let me know if you guys want to see any other coins in this market. I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. I'll see you on the next one.